And welcome back to another installment of Asagao Academy Normal Boost Club. I'm your host, sensei-pong. And we're about to be drawn by Shane. I was trying to get creepy with that, but I think it failed. Hana.
Shane.
Shane, you're here. I am. You are. I am. We are. Both. .... After you. Thank you. No, thank you. I stepped into the classroom, conscious of the stillness in the air. Dust danced in the sunbeams, cascading through the windows. Shane shut the door behind him, then walked to his seat. Ready? He gestured to the chair in front of him. Already? We're starting? Did you have something else to do? No, sorry. I crossed to the chair and sat down, stiff as a board. He pulled out a large sketchbook, flipped to a new page, then pulled out a packet of art supplies. He dug through the pencils with a critical eye, occasionally pausing, then shaking his head and moving on. It seemed kind of complicated, not to mention awkward. I had nothing to do but sit there and watch. Just pose naturally. Naturally? Don't bother smiling or anything. Keep your body still. Still. I sat up straight, hands on my knees, and tried to iron out my expression. Last time Shane drew me, he hadn't been so particular. Stop blushing. I'm trying. Shane sketched a bit on his pad and glanced at me again. I said stop blushing. I'm trying, I can't help it. It's obscuring the lines on your face. I can't concentrate. Yeah, well... I spun around in my chair, staring at my desk. Deep breaths, Hannah. Deep breaths. When I spun around to face him again, Shane was impassive as me. I stared straight ahead, and Shane began to sketch. Scribble, scribble. Scribble, scribble. Turn your chin to the left a little. Not your whole head. Now, Shane, my chin is connected to my head. I can't move one without moving the other. No, you can. You can. Dislocate your mouth like a snake. It was a little awkward. Shane wasn't good at expressing what he wanted, and I wasn't good at understanding what he meant. Now tilt your head slightly. I tilted my head and he nodded, turning back to his paper. Scribble, scribble. This was... weird. We weren't talking outside of him giving me orders, and I was afraid to move my mouth for fear of messing up his drawing. Also, my nose itched. I picked it, and pulled at... I started to squirm, my legs tossing to and fro because there were only body parts I can actually move. Shane glanced pointedly at my legs, and I stopped. When he turned back to his paper, he glanced at me again. I'm not great at this. At drawing? Wait, am I allowed to talk? I already did your mouth. Just don't move your head. Easier said than done. I've seen your other work, though. You're good. Shane's paintings were up in the hallways, along with other students, not to mention a few comic pages he showed me. Portraits need personality to them, to the faces. He pushed his pencil down, then turned to me. Apparently, this information was so important it required a full break of his concentration. I smirked. The Mona Lisa is expertly painted, and you can feel the emotion and character of the model. That's why it's a classic. I had no experience with art, but thinking back to the portrait, I nodded. It always seemed kind of boring to me, but it makes sense. Shane glared at me again, but this time it didn't feel so heated. It felt almost affectionate. Your face is good. You sure got a purty mouth there. In fact, in the drawing, I mean, it's just... Yep. That went into dark territory right there. It's just now, you have so much light to your form. It's hard. He went back to his sketchbook, putting a hand on his chin. Should I try something else? No, this is on me. I've never been good at capturing emotions. Shane looked so troubled, so serious, and the problems made so much sense that I almost burst into laughter. I clapped my hand over my mouth, trying to cover my laugh with a severe fake coughing fit. Don't lose your pose. Spit caught in my throat. Haven't you done portraits before? Yes. Now that's not what I meant. I desperately wanted to glare at him, but I wasn't supposed to move my face. Instead, I channeled the annoyance into my eyes, trying to shoot him with an imaginary laser. Pew pew! I made a short comic once in England about a girl named Emma, her adventures and the funny things she did. I got some laughs, but I wasn't getting the right feeling. Right feeling?
I don't know.
I don't know! I thought I would get better with the practice. My skills improved, but not the emotion. Before I came here, I lost all motivation. I was about to make a comment, but something in Shane's face made me stop. He seemed pensive or sad. Now you can move. I'm almost done. I finally slouched, squishing my face around. It was so nice to be able to move. My muscles felt weird after holding them still for so long. Wait. How long have I technically been able to move? Not important. He chuckled, leaning so close to the paper that I could see his face. Maybe I just like looking at you.
What?
You what? I'm done. He rolled his shoulder, leaning back for a better view at the page. Despite saying he was done, he continued scanning the drawing. Eyes narrowed. How's it look? I tried to peek at the sketchbook and Shane immediately shifted over to block my line of sight. Hey! He glanced at me, then at the portrait. Oh, it's not very good. But it's my face. Please, can't I see it? Shane turned to me. It's a smiley face. With pink hair. Shane turned to me, face set as if to tell me off, but when she saw my eagerness he hesitated. Then he sighed. Don't laugh. He picked up the sketchbook, held it in his hands for a brief second, then turned it to face me. What I saw almost left me breathless. It was me. Of course it was me. I expected that. But this... Shane, this is... I knew Shane was good, but I didn't expect this. Shane's face fell as I tried to figure out some way to describe it. Now, I know the eyes are weird, and I'm thinking of animals. Not off! You can watch if you want, but it was just kind of... We've ruined the moment. I know the eyes are weird. I'm thinking of adding more shading. No, it's great. Wunderbar! A small smile tugged at Shane's cheeks. He put a hand to try to hide it, but it was obvious. Right.
Shane,
You're so talented. Starfish loves you! I want to see your comic now. Do you still have copies? I threw most of them away. It wasn't that good. You should start again. I lost motivation. I had trouble with expressions. You can use my face. I do declare you can use my face if you want to anytime you want. I glisten in the summer heat. I said... Yeah. Dutch boy. Yeah. Hank Hill was like, if we stay here too long, he's gonna start dressing up like that boy on the paint can. Gotta get back to Texas. Yeah, he did. It was funny. It was a great episode. I'll leave a link in the description below to King of the Hill. If it's or actually just look it up on Netflix, or Hulu, or Amazon, or any other random site that has cartoons. I said it before I even realized what I was offering. He looked intently at me, then glanced at his sketch. She does kind of look like you. Really? Oh, what was her name again? Emma. Aww. This is like a Harvest Moon moment.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, you know, the like childhood like friend that you forget what their name was. It's if you're a boy it's a girl, if you're a girl it's a boy, but it's like childhood friend. You come back to the town, you don't remember who it was, but it doesn't really matter because it was so long in the past, and whoever you woo ends up being that girl. Aww. Yeah, this moment's precious. This moment's precious. It's precious. You two are alike, now that I think about it.
Really?
We are? You both get excited at the drop of a hat. Oh. Hold that face. Now, hold that there. He pulled out a notebook from his backpack. I know. Now, hold on there. Hold on. Now, okay, now, he's just gonna be talking like this now. I could do this a lot easier than bring it down like this. He pulled a notebook from his backpack and lifted the pencil to the page. I stared at him in confusion. Wait, hold that face instead. I like that. His pencil skidded across the page. I wondered whether Shane's lack of skill with expressions was because he hadn't observed enough of them, or because his own range of expression was so concentrated. You're drawing a comic? No, not yet. 15 seconds later, Shane paused. Then he went back to his sketch, snickering. He drew a mustache on it. You're good. He smiled at me, a real bona fide, genuine Shane smile. He was actually having fun, and I was taken aback. His eyes dropped to the page again, and his smile fell. With a tisk, he ripped the page out and crumpled it in his hands. Oh, so many choices. We can mess this up so easily. Again, as you can see, our choices are what happened, or did you mess up, or remain silent. To really give this some serious thought, I need to take a sip of my tea. My thinking tea. No, it's just regular tea. There's nothing special in there. Though, vodka and tea might actually taste pretty good. I should make up my own like mixed drink and be like, this is the sensei-pong! I believe the safest answer... I'm rubbing my hands together and I don't know what this is actually going to do for me in terms of thought because I've already made my decision. It just feels kind of funny. I almost never rub my hands together in this fashion. Check it out. Do it. Do it with me. It is kind of therapeutic. Everybody watching, rub your hands together. I know, you don't care. You just want me to decide. So, I decided... Yeah, hold on. ASMR. My hands are getting warm now. I'm gonna say what happened. I think... being forthright is usually a good option in more emotional points. And this goes for pretty much just thoughts on life in general. If you're ever in a situation with a friend or someone like a crush or family or whatever, it doesn't matter. If it's kind of like a... It doesn't matter if it's like emotional, sad, depressing, or heartfelt moment. Being forthright and asking, you know, what's wrong is usually a good idea. Of course, this is, you know, situational dependent. Anyways, so that's terrible advice. Don't listen to me. Anyways, let's say what happened. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I need my controller. I doubted it was nothing, but he didn't want to talk about it. I dropped it. I dropped it on the floor! Oh crap, I was trying to think of a song. Shane shoved the paper into his pocket. Oh, thank you. Put away his supplies, gingerly picking up the portrait. I need to drop this off. Without further ado, Shane stood and left the room, the portrait held out in front of him so as not to be smudged by his sleeves. I watched as the door shut, still sitting next to his desk. It was such an abrupt mood change. What happened? I crossed my side of the room, pulling out a book. There was still time left before class, so I had to make good use of it. But as I tried to read, I found my mind drifting. I liked Shane. Sure, he was rough around the edges, but deep down, he seemed like a good guy. And kind of a lonely guy. Oh, he's Cubone. I wanted to do something nice for him. After all, he was still so far from home. I knew how hard it was to miss your family. What could I do? Oh, wow. Chapter 3. Shabam. He looks so angry in that picture.
Hey!
Should I be worried? Hey, do you know how to make crumpets? That's... Well, I suppose it's not that random. But that's British stereotyping. It's not gonna necessarily like crumpets. All British people eat liver pudding. And haggis. I know that's Irish. I'm just saying that. I'm being a derp. Because in America, we eat the most American food, like French fries and Polish dogs. You get it? You get the joke there? You get American food like Polish dogs and French fries? Never mind. Alright, and actually with that, I think this is actually a pretty decent point to cut off. Some interesting stuff has happened this episode. And we'll see how things turn out. Has our attempts in wooing Shane been good? I'm not sure. I'm studying the picture again. I'm trying to see. I still like that. Obsession by Alvenstein. At a glance, it looks like a pedo bear. Hold on. Right there. And with that, with pedo bear staring at you, don't forget to like and subscribe, tell your friends, share it with the world. I'm not going to condone vandalism again, but if you write my YouTube channel name on the side of a bathroom wall, I won't stop you. You might pull in another subscriber, and I might just reach 70. Alright, anywho, the parks I got. Back in the crash.